Hi children, it's Miss Shah here. I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you've had such an amazing summer holidays and you're all rested and raring to go for this academic year. I know this year has gone so quick, but I promise you along the way of this year, even though you might find some things a little bit challenging, you will have a lot of laughs and you will just have great enjoyment through this academic year. Recently, during our Mind Up sessions, we have been looking at breathing techniques. We've been bringing back our attention and focus. We have been taking note of the thoughts that don't help us and addressing them and letting them go. In today's session, you are going to be doing a technique called kindness and love. Now, as you can see, my t-shirt today says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Now, sometimes that can be quite tricky. Even being kind to yourself can be tricky. And if somebody asks you to be kind to somebody else who's annoyed you, that can be even more trickier. But I promise you, practicing this bit by bit every single day can help you. Sometimes our minds can really stress us out. And we need to learn to be friends with our minds, because our minds can allow us to be really judgmental, judging ourselves, judging other people, blaming ourselves and blaming other people. All of this can just stress us out, because sometimes we're thinking, well, should we be thinking like this or should we not? Is it okay to do this or is it okay to not? Just calm your thoughts down and just lead with one single path, being compassionate and being kind to yourself and even those who have upset you, wanting happiness for them, and that's the only path you will need to take. So, let's get started. We're going to start with the breathing technique of breathing in and breathing out. Remember, make sure that you're sitting in a very comfortable position. You can sit on the chair, you can sit on the floor, you can cross your legs, you can lay down, whatever makes you feel comfortable. So, for 10 seconds, in your own time, I will be counting, but if it takes you a little bit longer, that's completely fine. Counting from 1, breathing in. Number 1. Breathing out, number 2. Breathing in, number 3. Breathing out, number 4. Breathing in, number 5. Breathing out, number 6. Breathing in, number 7. Breathing out, number 8. Breathing in, number 9. And breathing out, number 10. And every single time you do this, breathing in and then breathing out, remember, you're taking in the good, positive vibes and you're breathing out all the thoughts that don't serve you. I want you to take a moment and just go to your happy place. Think of a place that you have been to that has made you really happy. It could be a beach in the summer holidays where you went to in the UK. It could be at home. It could be in your garden. Just think of a really happy place and visualize yourself sitting there. And every single time you visualize yourself sitting there, I want you to visualize a smile becoming bigger and bigger across your face. And every time you smile, I want you to picture a bright light shining from the inside of you. Imagine your body is transparent and you can see it. You can see this light shining from inside of you. And every single time you smile, the light shines brighter and brighter. And slowly it is coming out through every single part of you in every single direction. Keep visualizing yourself. Now, sometimes your mind is going to wander. You will get distracted. But remember, we've always learned to bring back your attention and focus. So imagine yourself smiling again. You are happy. You're in a great positive state. All of your worries and your stresses, they've just melted away. And I can see your smile shining bigger and brighter on your face, which just means the light inside of you has become brighter as well. And keep that picture of yourself in your head. And keep it there until you can't smile anymore. And the smile across your face is as big as it's ever going to be. How do you feel? I'm sure you're enjoying the peace of that feeling and just being in the present moment. Now, I want you just to dispel that thought, get rid of it. And I want you to think of somebody that you really admire, somebody that you really, really like. And imagine them sitting in your happy place. And now you're picturing them, not you, you're picturing them. And their eyes are closed and they have begun to smile. And as they're smiling, there's a light that is slowly coming out from them. It starts off really, really small, and then it gets a little bit bigger, and then a little bit more bigger. And every single time their smile becomes bigger, that light becomes brighter. And just visualize it. Visualize yourself being really happy, that that person is really happy, that that other person, the person you admire, maybe a friend, is sitting there in just absolute peace and bliss. And now, I want you just to dispel that thought. I now want you to take another deep breath in. And a breath out. And just like you did before, thinking about yourself being happy and thinking about somebody that you admire being happy, I now want you to think of somebody that has made you a little bit upset or has made you a little bit mad. And I want you to visualize them sitting in your happy place. And their eyes are closed. And they're sitting there without a smile on their face. And then suddenly you can see a tiny slither of that light peeking through them. And I want you to encourage yourself to have the thought of, I want that person to have a smile on their face. So I want you now to think of that person, and I know this can be quite tricky, but try it and just practice it. And just imagine that slowly they are smiling. And every single time they're smiling, there is a brighter light shining within them. just be in the moment and just be compassionate and just be kind and visualize that. You can slowly see a smile coming across their face, and there is a bright light beaming slowly from them. And I want you to say to yourself, it would be nice to see that person smile a little bit more. And as you say that to yourself, visualize them smiling a little bit more. And I want you just to continue doing this until there is a big, bright, beaming smile across their face. How do you feel? No judgments, no blame. Just be happy that they are happy. Now, I want you just to come back and be in the present. I know that could be very, very tricky for you. And I understand that sometimes when somebody has annoyed us, doing this can sound absolutely ridiculous. But I promise you, you being happy for somebody else will make you a happier person. And there is scientific evidence for this. Keep practicing. Keep thinking of being mindful and be compassionate, and don't forget to do something this week that is resembling being kind and considerate, even having happy thoughts for children or others who have annoyed you. Have a fantastic week, children.